What is going on, guys? Element here, back with you for another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the teaser that we just got for JP Dokkan a few, well, it's probably like about 12 hours ago now. Yeah, literally almost exactly 12 hours ago, about 13 hours ago. We got a teaser for the next DOKKANFEST. Looks like we're going to be getting KALE, which is interesting. KALE for the next DOKKANFEST is an interesting pick because obviously coming right after God Goku. You know, I kind of expected something not too hype, but yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like a you know, a translation of it here. Mighty Lane talent that blooms with the power of thoughts. Understand who has demonstrated sin power. You know, so yeah, we'll see. I wonder if they're going to do Saiyan like just a. Like it says Saiyan, I think on the actual translation it should say Saiyans, I think it says. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do like a KALE with a unit super with a Caulifla in there. I feel like that's most likely. We might see a KALE and Caulifla like unit super, but I think the main card is going to just literally be this like KALE. In terms of KALEs that we have in the game right now, there ain't much. There is not much. We have, in terms of base KALE, really the only ones, yeah, we got this STR KALE, and then we have this World Tournament Reward Card KALE, and then this SR, but, yeah, the World Tournament Reward Card KALE, which, that's what we got for base KALE, and here it's a base KALE, so I wonder if they're going to do, a base KALE for this, or I feel like what they could do as well is just do legit, just Berserk KALE. They could just do that, like an intro maybe into the Berserk immediately. Now, I think that they're probably going to do a, transformation, probably a space KALE starts as this and then goes into it. That'll give her a few more categories, because, KALE at the moment, in terms of categories, does not have too much. What, 6 categories here? Yeah, not too much. But with the transformation, she'd be adding like categories like Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Exploding Rage and Transformation Boost on here. So yes, she has Exploding Rage, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and then she'd also have Peppy Gals as well as Bond of Friendship, which yeah, those are 2 categories that I think could use some help, especially Peppy Gals. Peppy Gals could use some help. In terms of like KALE's leader skill, since she doesn't have a ton of categories, it's pretty imperative that she's gonna have probably multiple. She might have 3 leader skill buffs, like categories, because she doesn't have much categories to work with. And if it's like, imagine it's Peppy Gals and like, I don't know, USS, or like Peppy Gals and Universe 6, it's gonna be a mid category, and there's no way they're gonna drop a DOKKANFEST with that mid of a leader skill. So I would have to assume they'll like I'm assuming it's going to be a transforming one, Berserker. They'll have to include, I feel like, Power Beyond Super Saiyan somewhere in there, and then I think they could do Peppy Gals. I think they could do these 2. Now for the 200%, 30, maybe we could get something for Universe 6 or Bond of Friendship. Maybe Rapid Growth is a better category to do, because they'll probably get more people under that. For the 30%, it's a little interesting. I don't know what they'll do for the 30%, but that's pretty interesting there. They could do like a Super Saiyan KALE, or well, Super Saiyan 2 KALE. They don't actually have Super Saiyan KALE in the game other than the TUR of LR KALE and Caulifla. So if we did see a just Super Saiyan 1 KALE, that could be good too, because we don't have that in the game. We only have Super Saiyan 2. So yeah, that would be pretty good. I don't think it's gonna be KALE and Caulifla, or Caulifla and KALE. I don't think it's gonna be that, because just the way I feel like they would include both. There's no reason why they wouldn't have included both here, so I'd have to assume it's just going to be KALE. So my theory is going to be a base KALE that goes into a Berserk KALE. I don't know what they'll do fully, but that's my theory. Now, in terms of like celebration, in terms of like easy A's and such, I definitely think that it's possible. I might have to pull them up, but okay, so this LR, I think, could. I don't know, but they could easy A during the celebration. This LR would be insane after an EZA. I know a lot of people are saying that they probably won't go crazy with them because of how good they were, and maybe Dokkan does not want to do that again, which I could definitely see the case being, right? So I would not be surprised if they did not want to go too crazy, and then yeah, they just ended up dropping their EZA from now, get it over with, so we don't have to worry about them reigning for too long. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Now another one, there's two more characters that I think could EZA. Kefla, STR Kefla, I think she could EZA. This would be an interesting EZA, a really interesting one. She has basically two transformations, right? So yeah, her kit, she's really reliant on orbs. So I think giving her orb changing would be great, unless we get a character that can orb change. But yeah, this character is super reliant on orbs. This character used to be pretty crazy attack-wise back in the day, because her stats are one of the highest stats for a DOKKANFEST TOR without EZA. Aesthetically, this Kefla's actually really good still, I think. Her animations do hold up for sure, I think. So, yeah, it would be interesting to see an SCR Kefla EZA. I would definitely be down for this, for sure. And then the other one, which I'll have to pull up. Let me just pull up from KALE Briefla. Go from Year Survival Saga. The other one, though, I would say, is Jiren. SCR Jiren. Yep, him right here. I think SCR Jiren could be pretty plausible, assuming, obviously, that, well, not assuming, obviously taking into consideration that he is one of the oldest characters in the game, premium, I guess you'd say, premium, like DOKKANFEST or LR, without an EZA. So I think this guy is probably the most likely, because I feel like it's about his time. They just did Android 17 and they did SV during Anniversary 17 during Super 17. I think it's about this time, this guy's time to shine and get his EZA, which could be interesting. He has this cool stun mechanic, medium chance to stun all enemies at the start of turn, and then yeah, he guaranteed crits against stun enemies. They could probably build upon this and make him a pretty insane Super Battle Road character. I don't know if he'd be pretty good against red zones and such, though, but maybe he could be a pretty good Super Battle Road character. Only issue is, in terms of Super Battle Roads, well, we got Realm of Gods, USS has one, Universe 11 doesn't have one, but they will probably be getting one soon. Space Traveling Warriors does have one now, and Defender of Justice, I believe, doesn't, alright? I think? Yeah, it's Special Pose that has it, not Defenders of Justice. So, yeah, they could go in that route of a Super Battle Road kit. It's kind of hard to judge, because a lot of these EZAs nowadays, they like to be very similar to what they were in the beginning. If it has to do with stunning, I don't know if that's going to be really that great for any of the difficult contents that is out right now. So, I don't know. This guy EZAing is cool, but I don't know if he's going to be the craziest in terms of, you know, for the content that is prevalent right now. Now, if they change the content up and we're going back to Super Battle Road as the hardest type of content, then that changes things. I particularly never really cared for the Super Battle Road type content that much. I don't really like enjoy it all that much. I think the best form of content is honestly what we have probably now, or long events. That's usually what I like. Honestly, I feel like right now is a good pace. I feel like it's not too long, it's not too short, so I think it's a pretty good time frame. Let me know what you guys think about that, actually. What's your favorite type of difficult events? What length, what type of them you like? Personally, I'd say the ones that we have right now are actually pretty good, so that's kind of me on that, though. But yeah, those are the EZAs I'm thinking. Now, the last thing I want to go over for this celebration is obviously, like I said, got KALE, right? KALE, Dokkanfest. Now, normally, this celebration normally does bring in LR. So, who could that LR be? Last year, we had Goku and Piccolo following Raditz. This year, we have KALE, and I feel like they could just drop us an LR hit, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I think they really could. There's two picks that I think they could drop for this LR. One of them being hits, and then one of them I can see maybe being like a Super Saiyan 2 Kaba. I think that is possible, because I feel like Super Saiyan 2 Kaba as a yellow point LR can work. even as a Dokkan Fest, he could work too. I think when he first went Super Saiyan 2, I think they could do a LR for him there, but I'd like to think Hit is more likely. Now the only thing with Hit is that I definitely want to see a Hit and Kaioken, Blue Kaioken Dokkan Fest at some point soon, and I was hoping honestly we could see that for Golden Week, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did it now. They could literally take the Hit from this fight. They could, like, I wouldn't be surprised. They could literally take it from this fight. But yeah, from his fight with Goku. I mean, yeah. But I don't know. I like, out of all the choices, I think Hit would be the most hype choice for sure of anyone we could get. Now they could do it completely random. Remember 2 years ago, we got Kid Gohan as the Dokkan Fest. This was technically a further slot. Technically, this was right before Tanabata, but let's just remember Kid Gohan, right? We got him, and then got what is it? No, wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Kid Gohan, we got Goku and Piccolo. That makes for Videl. It was the right slot, yeah. Videl. I mean, Videl. 2 years ago, we got Tapion and Minosha for the LR. So we could see just a random LR. Now, I feel like it's, in Videl's case, who you're really going to put up with her? Like, what LR? What, an LR Grease Saiyaman? You're telling me we're getting that? No. So, yeah. I'd say Hit is probably the most likely choice, but like I said, they could just do a complete curveball and then just literally do something random, which works too, as long as it's buffing some categories that could use it. In terms of my thoughts on Kale, I think Kale is a good choice for Dokkan Fest, but I do believe that there are others that could be better. I think an Extreme Class could work. I think maybe even just like a more niche character, Super Class character, could work. Like, I don't know, we haven't gotten Dokkan Fest. I really still want Dokkan Fest Krillin. Like, I don't know, I still really do want Dokkan Fest Krillin. So if we get that, that could be one. I think that would be really good because he'd be buffing a lot of good categories, or not good categories, but bad categories that need the help, which is really good for the game in the long run, right? But I think Kale's fine. She's buffing some categories that are not too bad. Where's Kale? Where'd she go? Right here? Yeah. She's buffing some categories that are could use some help, like Rapid Growth and Universe 6 and Peppy Gals, like all categories that could use some massive help. So I would say that Kale is a fine pick, not a super hype pick, but coming after Saiyan Day and God Goku, I could see why they would go down that route. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are thinking about Kale for this Dokkan Fest. It's an interesting choice, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think it could be a pretty good celebration. They could do a bunch of awakenings and easy A's. That could be pretty fun. I could definitely see some cool stuff going on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.